What's up, you guys? It's JCARDENASART, and while I was at the store, I went into the kids section like always. I checked out all the toys and all the drawing stuff that they had, all the drawing materials, the paint. That's just something I do every time I go to the store. But I came across the craziest markers I've ever seen in my life. I haven't used them since I was little, and when I saw this, I was like, all right, I gotta get it. The Crayola Super Tip markers. I got the biggest set they had, which was 50. It comes with pretty decent selection of colors. The other thing I saw next to that, and I saw it and I was like, all right, I gotta get it, was coloring books. This was specifically the reason I got this guy, aside from the fact that Star Wars and everybody loves Star Wars. It's also because of these super detailed pages. I don't know if you can see them, but those pages are crazy. When I was little, these coloring books were not this detailed. And I was caught by surprise. I was like, yo, I gotta get this. So I grabbed it along with the markers, threw it in my shopping cart, bought it, brought it home, and I'm gonna draw in it for you guys with the markers. I have no idea how these markers are gonna react. Hopefully they're not too hard to work with. The other thing is that I don't know how it's gonna react in the coloring book. I don't know how good these pages are. They look detailed, they look awesome, but the pages themselves, I don't know how thick they are. If the page is too thin, the marker won't hold well, and then the video is ruined. But I'll try my best, even if it's not thick enough. I'll put something underneath just to get the drawing done. I also haven't used these markers in the longest time, so I don't know how well they're gonna blend with each other. I'm a little worried, but we're gonna have fun with it and turn one of these pages into a masterpiece with these bad boys. If you wanna see how it comes out, make sure you keep watching. When I was opening this, I read on the cover that it comes with a mini poster. It looks pretty cool. It sucks that it has a crease down the middle though. But yeah, very nice of them to add it in. As I was looking through these coloring pages, I noticed that some of these pages are really nice. But then there are others who are way too dark and it has just way too much ink. And it kinda just kills the desire to color them in. But yeah, anyway, I'll pick one of these to color in and we'll go from there. And now to get the Crayola markers out of the box. It does seem like a pretty decent selection. I do have to test these out as I go though, because sometimes the color of the caps are a little misleading. And now for the first thing I chose to work on was the robe. It's the biggest part of the piece, so it just makes sense. Unfortunately, I wish that there was a lighter shade of the brown. I think that this shade, to be considered the lightest, is way too dark. But it's okay, I think I can make it work. I'm doing this very quick and loose. I'm putting down all the lightest parts of the brown. I'm not going to bring the brown all the way to the edge until I have all the darker shades down. That way, if I want to use the white of the paper as a highlight, I could do that. I'm having the light source come from the left. So as I add in the darker shades, it'll be on the right side, or like on the right side of a fold, or underneath a cup, or like, whatever is behind another area, whatever would, anything that would be on the right side or would be folded over to the right side or turning a corner will be darker. Doing so will give the drawing a sense of depth. Now, the markers weren't too bad. They, in my opinion, were a little scratchy. They didn't blend too well. It could just be the way that I was coloring. You'd have to test it yourself, because there were times where I wanted to blend and it didn't do such a great job. But it did have its moments where the blending was pretty good. You're just gonna have to try it out yourself and figure that one out. I do feel though that when I'm done, there will be a bit of warping, but I'll let you know at the end. And yeah, I think it'll come out nice. And there you guys have it. I think it came out pretty good. I did the best I could with these markers. They reacted pretty well to the paper. It did warp a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but still pretty good for coloring book page holding markers. The color selection, although it was a set of 50, it didn't have a huge selection from light to darks. It just had maybe 2 to 3 shades. And if I did have a lighter shade of brown, like I mentioned earlier, definitely would have looked much nicer. Speaking of, I'm gonna run to the store and pick up more Crayola products and see what else I could do with this on my next video. If you want to see the second part, turn on the bell for notifications so that you don't miss out when it comes out. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and if you have any idea on what you think I should do to make it better, drop it in the comments. Let me know. So I'll catch you guys real soon.